which we have here, which is the Ondo State saga, where it appears that there is an end in sight regarding the impeachment saga rocking the Ondo State, southwest Nigeria. The embattled Deputy Governor, Aiyedatiwa, has withdrawn the suit seeking to restrain the Chief Judge of the state from setting up a panel to investigate allegations leveled against him by the State House of Assembly. Aiyedatiwa filed a notice of discontinuation of the case at the State High Court in Akure. Hence, the Judge Justice Akinton Osadebe struck out the suit. Well, just exactly the way we started, it appeared there is an end in sight. Do you actually see an end in sight to this saga?
Well, the governor is still insisting that he's not the one that his deputy offended, that he should go and sort himself out with the House of Assembly. If the House of Assembly will say, okay, now you have withdrawn this suit, let it be over with, it will be fine. But the House of Assembly is still insisting that the very letters of that impeachment must be addressed. And that is not, for me, an end in sight. It's like opening the whole thing again, even after the intervention of the national leadership of the All Progressives Congress, which I don't think is good for anybody. One of the things I've seen across the 3 states where we're having this off-cycle election has been the ability of the 3 incumbents to see through past discordant tunes where it has landed those who are in office. What do I mean by that? When you go to states where you've had this kind of face-off between the governor and the deputy, in most cases, it ended not well for both the governor and the deputy and their party. Look at it all over. Is it in Edo you want to mention? Just we have quite a number of them. So the best thing, like I said, like the people in Kogi, Imo, and Bayelsa have done, is to live in peace with their deputies. These people, you may think that they do not have, they are just spare tires. They don't have any contributions they are making to your government. But don't forget that you did not just go to pick them from somewhere. It was because they had their supporters within your party and they had something to deliver.
Calculations, yeah.
That was why you picked them. So if you now say to your deputy, I'm saying you cannot run, without being able to persuade him on why he cannot, then there's a problem. Look at Kogi, for instance. It's not the deputy governor who is on the ballots for the APC. It's somebody else, but the deputy governor is campaigning for him. Look at Imo. The man who is deputy governor now is not even his running mate. He's seeking a re-election. That's Opuzodima. How did he do it? He was able to convince him that we need somebody else in order to be politically correct. Look at Bayelsa. That man, that's the Oiyediri, he has rallied together all people who left PDP or became despondent and adopted the Sidon look. Yes, rallied them around, and the party is stronger. So when people fail to learn, I always wonder. It's good. The governor can have his way in Ondo State. He can win the election. But it won't get the party as far as it should have gone with the support of the deputy governor.
All right. We're actually talking about the Ondo State, the issue of impeachment rocking the Ondo State, southwest Nigeria, as regards the deputy governor, Aiyedatiwa, who has withdrawn the suit seeking to restrain the chief judge of the state from setting up a panel to investigate allegations leveled against him. Well, let me pick up with you, Tony. Well, the All Progressives Congress, the national leaders and all of the chieftains of the party had weighed into these issues, trying to resolve all of these issues before we now saw that it had been withdrawn, or it was withdrawn from the court. But do you feel this will settle the old hulabaloo as regarding this?
Well, the governor has insisted he has to go, and that's why I have a problem. I mean, the governor is on seat at the moment. This is the second deputy governor to be impeached. So 2 so far. So if he goes 2, so what's the assurance that the third one will stay? I mean, you should learn to accommodate certain things. The fact he may have made some mistake while you're away, Edo, something like that happened. At the end of the day, Obaseki and Philip Shoaibu resolved that, because it's for the people of the state, not just the two of you. You are there. You are privileged to be the governor and the deputy governor. Anybody could have been the governor.
Yeah.
So when you're there, just use it judiciously. You're not, sound health-wise right now. And we pray you get better. But all these fights between the two of them will not allow the state to progress in any way. And then looking at this issue of deputy governors and governors, it's been an age-long problem. And we seem so, we kind of overlook it. It's not today. The governor is going, he doesn't want the deputy governor to succeed him. And you know why? Because after the party primaries, party leaders imposed most of these deputy governors on them. So they are not like friends in any way. And that one has ambition. Of course, I have no problem because everybody's, you must have an ambition. It's not a crime, And it keeps happening all the time. He doesn't want you to succeed him. He goes outside, but you're the deputy governor. He knows almost everything. Why can't you allow him to succeed you? You go in, then you look for maybe somebody, a special advisor or commissioner. It's hurting. It hurts. So when these deputy governors come, they're equally on the edge because anything can happen. That is where I think Nigeria need to sit down. The National Assembly need to look at the Constitution. Let's confer some rights and legitimacy to this seat. You cannot be a spectator. At times, some commissions are even more stronger, powerful than the deputy governor. You must confer some legitimacy on that seat. Why can't we have the deputy governorship candidate or aspirant contest primaries just like the governor? So they big kind of respect. Look at what happened in Edo. The governor said, you won't be here. I'm taking you out of the state house. Just like that, and it happened. If you are the deputy, how would you feel? That humiliation is something else. So we can't continue to run, and after this, we move on.
But when we look at the issues between governors and their deputies, it's usually between male and male. We didn't hear any row during, Governor Wike's his government. The woman. In fact, not everyone even knew about.
That's why some of them prefer.
If you go to Ondo State, we had a governor that was also retired.
Why is that prefer to? But definitely,
no,
even if a woman moves, the governor will make the same move. The governor will still make that same move. I don't think it has to do with gender, whatever. It's just the way we roll politically. And I think it's wrong. It's something we need to look into. But it happens since the dawn of this democracy. I remember in a Bayelsa state, with the speaker, taking over from Alamesiga and all that, the fight that went through it. It keeps reoccurring. And we'll sit down and talk about it again tomorrow. What is the way out? How can we solve it? So that those deputy governors can have some. When you say you're the deputy governor of a state, you must have some powers around it. Not that one the governor gave you. Because that governor can make you redundant for 8 years, and you're just there, sitting, reading newspapers. It has to stop.
Right. So when we have two elephants fighting, the grass usually suffer. Yeah. The reason why both of them were elected there, or are elected there, is because they want the state to progress. They want the state to move forward, and then administer the state for the benefit of the entire residents of Ondo State. Do you not feel that this is affecting the crux of their being in office in the first place?
Certainly, it will. It may look like the governor is the all-in-law, but there is no way it will not. Because even if it is off the scene, there are people who will be rooting for the deputy governor. There are people who will feel, okay, we can put some fire in the whole process.
And we are actually seeing the fire.
Yeah, we are seeing it. Right. So, in the last few general elections we've had in this country, you will see that there is always something INEC keeps saying. Most of the cases that they have to contend with, on which they spend money, come from intra-party crisis, where the parties don't allow internal democracy
to thrive. Yeah.
Your deputy says, I want to run. So you have somebody in mind. Let the two of them get in there. You should know what to do as the person on seat to ensure that your candidate wins.
You just allow them to run.
Just allow the man to run. We've seen deputy governors who have run for primaries and who lost.
Yes.
We had a sitting vice president who ran in the last primaries of the APC. He lost. So it's for you to allow a free and fair contest. Don't muzzle anybody. If Lucky Aiyedatiwa says, I want to run, and you prefer somebody else, allow them to run. Go and do your own work. There is a way you do those things. You know, the fear now is that this idea of not having the kind of primaries they want is making the governors feel threatened. Because if it was in the past where you had special advisors, commissioners, all of them being delegates, the governors will say, okay, already, having appointed 360 special advisors, I'm going to overrun the place.
Sure.
But now you elect from the ward.
Right.
Meaning that you have the true representatives of the people coming to decide who they want to emerge as the candidate.
We need to carry on.
The governors need to watch it and live in harmony with their deputies.
Edo, Ondo, they have something in common, and it's just in the homophones. They sound alike. So I guess maybe Ondo should go to Edo and ask about how they resolve and bring in reverend fathers and all of that.
Share boundaries. Don't forget that.
Exactly, to resolve the issues there.